Well, g'day trendsetters, Phat Cruiser here, your friendly Illawarra motovlogger. How are we going today, guys? Happy New Year! Happy New Year! So, to start the year off, I thought I'd do a video on how to get your motorcycle licence. Now keep in mind that all the information that I'm about to give you is only relevant if you're living in New South Wales, Australia. So, if you're not here, or you're not planning on getting your motorcycle licence here in New South Wales, then you may as well skip this video. And I shall bid you a good day. If you are trying to get your motorcycle licence, or you're interested in finding out about how to get your motorcycle licence, and I must say, in New South Wales, it's probably not too much different to the rest of Australia. So I would invite you to tune in and watch. So the first thing that you need to do is take your pre-learner rider training course. Now that's a 2-day course where you spend time in both the classroom and out on a riding range on a real motorcycle. And what they teach you on this course are the very basics of how a motorcycle works and how to ride a motorcycle. What they teach you about how a motorcycle works is, they give you a bit of an overview of the ignition, the kill switch, your blinkers, your horn, your brake and clutch levers, your gear levers, and your back brake pedal. And in the classroom they teach you things like scanning, how to keep your eyes moving around in front of you, setting up, which is basically just covering your brake and just enough so that your brake light comes on so cars behind you know that you're preparing to stop or slow down. And buffering, which is basically creating space from obstacles on the road. And on this 2-day course, they provide you with a helmet and gloves. You basically just have to come along with some sturdy shoes that preferably cover your ankles, some fairly sturdy pants, like jeans, and a jacket. Not necessarily a motorcycle jacket, but something that's going to give you a little bit of protection if you fall off the bike at the very slow speeds that they do allow you to do on the riding range. Obviously, you don't get to go out on the road because you're not a licensed rider as yet. At the end of the day, you'll have, if you've passed the course, and it's really not difficult to pass. Basically, if you attend the course, do everything that the instructor tells you to do, and don't drop the bike, you've pretty much passed the pre-learner rider training course. And at the end of the day, they will give you a little pink slip that they've signed and stamped, and you take that pink slip to the motor registry and you do what's called a rider knowledge test. And what that is a computer test that you do at the motor registry or at an office of the Roads and Maritime Services. And it consists of 45 different road and motorcycle related questions out of a bank of 600 questions, the 600 possible questions. And provided you pass that computer knowledge test and you've done your rider training and have your little pink slip, you can then do an eyesight test, pay a fee, and get your learner's motorcycle rider's license, which allows you to ride a LAMS approved motorcycle. LAMS is Learner Approved Motorcycle Scheme, and that is a list of motorcycles that are allowed to be ridden by learner motorcycle riders, or what they call novice motorcycle riders. Basically, it is most motorcycles that have a engine capacity of less than 660 cc and a power to weight ratio of no more than 150 kilowatts. Some other motorcycles that fall within that range are not allowed, but they're very few motorcycles that aren't allowed that are within that capacity. But your motorcycle must be on the list of LAMS approved motorcycles, otherwise you are not allowed to ride it as a learner or novice rider. Now you must be on your learner license for at least 3 months, and once you have been on your learner's license for 3 months, you can then go for your provisional rider's license, or P1 as they call it. Love it. Your pre-provisional rider training course is a 1-day course. It's a full day, and you have to provide your own helmet, your own gloves and your own riding gear, and you have to provide your own motorcycle. You can usually hire a motorcycle from the rider training facility that is conducting the training, but you will have to pay a fee. Now, at that pre-provisional rider training course, you are basically taught the skills necessary to pass the MOST, or the Motorcycle Operator's Skill Test. And what the course consists of is basically a full day of classroom time, time out on the riding range, and a couple of group rides as well, where the instructor will test your skills and see how you perform out on the open road in various traffic situations. And then at the end of the day, you do your MOST. Now, for a rundown of the MOST, I'm going to put a card up there. So take a look. I've done a video about my practicing for the MOST before I went for my pre-provisional license rider training. So take a look at that video. So once you've done your MOST and your pre-provisional rider training, you get another little slip of paper. I think this time it was green. And it'll basically say that the company who provided the training has conducted your MOST and considered you to be a competent rider. So you then take that little slip of paper back to the motor registry or the Roads and Maritime Services office, do an eyesight test, pay a fee, and your license will be upgraded from learner to Provisional 1 motorcycle rider. You must be on the Provisional 1 license for at least 12 months. Now, while you're on either your learner rider's license or your P1 rider's license, you are restricted, as I said, to a LAMS approved motorcycle. You also must not exceed a speed limit more than 90 kilometers per hour. You cannot carry pillion passengers. You cannot lane filter, and you cannot carry trailers or anything like that. And the other restriction is that you can only accrue 4 demerit points while you're on a learner's or P1 rider's license. So once you've served out your 12 months on a P1 rider's license, you can then go and upgrade your license to P2. And that's just a simple process of going to the motor registry once again, taking another eyesight test, and paying another fee, and they will upgrade you to P2. Once you've got your P2 license, you must stay on your P2 license for a period of 24 months. Yes, folks, 2 years of P2 with the same restrictions as a learner and P1, with a few little differences. On a P2 license, you now have a maximum speed of 100 kilometers per hour, 10 more than the 90 that you were stuck on with your learners and P1. You are now allowed to carry pillion passengers, and you can accrue 7 demerit points before you lose your license or your license is suspended. One more thing about the P2 license: if you are over the age of 25 and have a full car driver's license, you can be exempt from the whole P2 license altogether. So once you finish your 12 months on the P1, you go to the motor registry and do your eyesight test, pay your fee, and upgrade straight to a full rider's license. And then on your full rider's license, you then have no restrictions on the type of motorcycle that you're allowed to ride. You can tow trailers, you can carry pillion passengers, and you can ride to whatever the speed limit is of the road. So I'm in that situation. I'm over 25, obviously, and I have had a car driver's license for much longer than 12 months. So as soon as I've served out my P1 12-month period, I will upgrade straight to a full rider's license. Thank God. The biggest thing that really gets me is the speed limit. You know, I live in a regional area, and to get to many places you have to travel on highways, and the highways are at least 100 kilometers per hour speed limited, and in many cases 110 kilometers per hour. So traveling at 90 kilometers per hour on a 110 is really scary. When you've got trucks and buses coming past at 100 k's an hour and you're plodding along at 90, it makes for some pretty hair-raising situations. So guys, that's basically how you get a motorcycle rider's license in New South Wales, Australia. So guys, if you like this video, be sure to give it a big thumbs up. Share it around your social media if you like, and make sure you are subscribed by clicking that red subscribe button. So thanks for watching guys, I've been Phat Cruiser, you've been bloody awesome, ride safe, and I'll catch you on the flip side.